CAA championships a few weeks ago. Was pleased with our women's performance. Tied for fourth as a team. Could have seen some better performances in spots, but overall, I thought we had some really good showings. A few school records on the weekend, 3 of them. Bree Miller in the long jump, Chelsea Wallace in the discus, and also Victoria Gersh in the 200 meters. So those were certainly some bright spots, and plenty of bright spots that weekend for us. No individual conference championships, but came close, really close in about 4 places. But I feel like our ladies whose seasons are continuing have used that meet as a stepping stone. On the men's side, had a lot of great performances at the conference meet. 9 individual conference champions, a handful of people moving up, with IC4A qualifiers, and also moving up on regional lists. So that was exciting. Qualifying for the NCAA East Prelims and some spots. But we continued that on to the IC4A championships. We went from a really hot weekend at Elon for CAAs, and then went up to Princeton, and a little bit chilly, high 40 degrees and raining all day Sunday. Saturday wasn't a bad day, but some very good performances on the weekend. Men's discus was very strong for us. On the men's side also, the shot put was good in the rain.
Yeah.
And Miles Owens with a strong performance in the 800, and those were really some of the key performances to help our men finish third, bring home a third-place trophy for the second year in a row from the IC4A championships. And then on the women's side at ECACs, Susanna Maisto has been who she's been all year, super consistent. Running strong performances for us throughout the weekend. Chelsea Wallace with a big runner-up finish in the rain in the discus on Sunday. And then Sam Moravsky, who was scoring a point for us in the women's javelin. So, again, looking for that to be a stepping stone. Obviously, we had some individuals who that capped their season, the postseason there at Princeton. But using it as a stepping stone for our 9 athletes moving forward to the NCAA East Prelims this week. Yeah, first, I think it's important to realize that making it to the NCAA prelims is not an easy task. I think our men and women that are going, 9 of them in total, have worked really hard to get here, and our staff's worked tirelessly to give them this opportunity. And ultimately, we make it clear with our team, it's not just about getting there, it's about performing well and trying to advance on in the NCAA finals, which we've had some success with in recent history. So looking for strong performances. We have some people that kind of qualified in that bottom half of the field in their events. I just want them to go out and compete hard to the best of their ability and hopefully surprise some people. Then we have some others that are in that top half or even top third of their events, and those people, hey, if you show up and are ready to compete, you get a good shot at advancing to the finals in Austin, Texas this year. So we'll be in Jacksonville. It's going to be hot, but I think we're prepared for that. The weather here in Williamsburg has been pretty warm of late, and we've got a lot of field eventers going, so those are always some interesting events in qualifying. The throwing events are 3 attempts only, so that changes the scale of things compared to normal regular season competition. And then vertical jumps will be tough. The bars will start a little bit higher, but I think Grace Becker is somebody who's ready to jump high for us, and it has a great chance at doing some great things this weekend. And then Michael Fairbanks in the pole vault, so some really good opportunity for him to be at a meet of this caliber and just get out there and jump and compete hard. Really pleased with his work this year. On the track, Miles Owens in the 800. Miles has run some good races for us this year. He's got a lot of speed. Same with Ryan McGordy in the 1500 meters. And, those races can be a little bit tactical in qualifying. But I think Ryan, certainly this is his 3rd time around at the NCAA prelims. He should be seasoned enough to cover moves and race well in the first round, and then hopefully in the second round then on Saturday. And the same thing for Miles. With his speed, if he puts himself in the race, I wouldn't be surprised if he puts together a solid string of races this weekend as well. So KJ Cook doing 3 events is going to be fun to see. Not an easy task, but certainly shows his versatility to qualify in 3 different disciplines. I start out with the hammer Thursday, the discus on Friday, and then end with the shot put on Saturday. If I had to say, probably the discus is his strongest one going in. Preston Richardson, he's going to be a contender in both the shot put and the discus. Hopefully punching a ticket on, as well as KJ. But again, fifth-year senior kid there, coming off some great performances at the conference and winning the IC4A title in the discus last week. So that's exciting, moving ahead. Troy Yearwood, a true freshman, qualifying in the discus. Excited for him to get some big meet experience under his belt. And this will serve as a primer for Troy, who'll be competing at the USATF U20 Championships later this summer. And then on the women's side, Chelsea Wallace coming forth with some great performances over the past few weeks. Back-to-back school records with Penn relays in the conference. And then competing well for a runner-up finish at ECACs. Just looking for the freshman to step up and do what she's done all year. Again, like Troy, this will be a nice step in the right direction for her as she gets ready for the USATF U20 Championships in June. And Sam Moravsky qualifying for the NCAA Prelims for the first time in the javelin. Sam's been knocking on the door of that school record for this year, so get another crack at it. And if she can make a run at that, she might have a chance at qualifying on. So overall, just excited for these men and women, and I know they'll represent our program well in Jacksonville.